Welcome on in, Aquarius. Welcome to your relationship reading, and just a reminder that this is for all kinds of relationships, not necessarily romantic. If it is, take it how it applies, but some of you are here for family relationships, friendships, professional relationships. But if you're here and you just want to know about sexual, romantic relationships, please just remember that I will put out a bonus on relationships, but specifically for, romantic and sexual relationships, I do Sexy Saturday readings where we really hone in on that. But for this one, I want to help you with all manner of relationships, whatever brings you here. Spirit, thank you for clear messages, healing, wisdom for our relationships so that we can love and be loved as you intended. Thank you, Spirit. So in this reading, I'm going to get into their thoughts, feelings, and intentions versus yours. And we're going to look at what's challenging them and you and get some advice and look at the possible outcome between you two, at least at this current time. And as I said before, for some of you, this might be a romantic relationship showing up in this reading. Would be open to it not, right? Let's see where this goes. Let's look at the energy that your person of interest is showing up with. Please show me the energy that Aquarius's person of interest is showing up with. Please show me. Please show me, Spirit, the energy that they are showing up with. Please show me. They're showing up like they're getting the victory. They're winning. Uh-oh, did you give them something? Are you giving them attention? Ooh, King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Okay, so it could be a fire sign, as I just mentioned. This could also be somebody who's very much taking a leadership role in their life and could be somebody who might own their own business or is like a boss in the workplace. Somebody who's also pretty active, has an active public life, okay? It looks like this is a week that they feel that they're getting the victory and they're getting attention, okay? That they're being recognized. How about you? What is your energy? Four of Wands. Wow, looks like you're communicating. Some of you are at a new home, a new location. Looks like you're also maybe getting together with friends, gathering. Things seem very harmonious. This is a nice reading so far we're coming into. Last few weeks have been kind of, ooh, look at that. Oh my gosh, look at this, both of you. Are you giving each other attention? Are you making one another feel recognized, honored? That's fantastic. I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting this. This is a nice turn for the better, right? So why, I gotta delve into this a little bit deeper. Why is this person of interest feeling Six of Wands energy around them? What's giving them Six of Wands energy? What's giving them Six of Wands energy? This person might have been blocked in communications in the past. They might have gotten outed, ghosted, something along those lines. Okay, and now it's like they're overcoming it. Okay, maybe the blockage is being put behind. How about Aquarius? Why is Aquarius feeling victorious in this situation? Why is Aquarius feeling victorious? Looks like you decided to take a risk or a gamble, okay, and make a very important decision about a very important person. Regarding what? Regarding what? You are trying to overcome some blockage with possibly during this winter time, okay, you're examining something. You're looking at the longevity of a situation. Some of you, it's a blockage having to do with being divorced, widowed. You're definitely re-examining this during the winter months and trying to overcome a blockage, but you decide, okay, I'm going to take a risk and a gamble. I'm going to make a decision here, roll the dice, and see if this is going to be something I can overcome. And I think you're watching, okay? You're taking a mature, observatory approach in this. Let's see, what are their thoughts? What are their thoughts? Being apart has been life-changing for me. Yeah, I think you outed this person. You might have blocked them on your phone, or there's somebody ghosted somebody and they are coming in differently now, okay? What are Aquarius's thoughts? You feel like home to me. I just have to do something else right now. Please try to understand. It's interesting because, you know, this is about home, all right? So, and it might be a sense of belonging, okay? A couple of things are happening. I think that, you know, either you've unblocked this person, you're talking to them again because there's some feeling that this is where I belong, at least for now, or you're reassessing. It's an issue of comfort, I think. You're reassessing, maybe taking a risk with this person, making a decision. To find comfort. And you're going to see where it goes, okay? I think there's something familiar about this person. They could be family for some of you, but I'm getting a lot of masculine energy over here with this other person. And I don't know, some of you are dealing with a lot of feminine energies in your family, but this is showing up masculine. So it could very well be like, I see, especially with this guy here, this is a sexual partner. Look at that Mars energy on his neck. It's very sexual, okay? Very passionate person. If you are unblocking them, I think you could be communicating to this person, listen, you know, looking back over some time frame, you're like, listen, I couldn't deal with that at that time. I had to do something else. Please try to understand I had to block you. How do they feel? I think they've been concerned about you, maybe feeling a little bit uneasy and troubled about the distance. Sad. Maybe again, I'm getting dejected here, rejected. Maybe again, if you blocked them or you ghosted them, feeling like, oh gosh, come on now. You know, I think they lost some happiness and joy with you, you know, leaving. And I don't know if they were angry about it at some point, or they thought you were angry. They're worried and concerned and sad that you got angry with them. Because I'm getting with this lightning bolt here, there's some kind of Uranian vibe that it came out of nowhere, or they didn't see it coming. And I'm also seeing with the clouds, they were confused. Things were unclear. The way that you're feeling, I think there was some resentment. This person probably offended you in some respect, and something happened that you did not like, that did in fact anger you. Anything else that Aquarius is feeling towards this person? Wow, I'm getting, all right. A lot of stuff, all right? You want something where you feel that there's love and security and stability. You want to feel, again, at home and protected and sheltered and secure in a loving, devoted relationship. I do think that you actually care about this person and you want to protect that relationship. There's been a longing for them and a missing of them. Again, I'm getting homesick, so I'm getting a lot of past energy, and I'm getting a lot of, this is somebody from the past, okay, that you've been separated from. And again, something that two of you have in common is I think that both of you brought a sense of enjoyment to one another, and they're particularly sad that it's gone. And you are particularly like maybe longing for things to get better because you actually care about this person. And I think that there's been some feeling of not getting fulfillment here. Let's look at their intentions. What are their intentions toward you, Aquarius? I think that they want to end the grief, okay? They want to put an end to the regrets. They're definitely wanting to change things. They're wanting to heal the rift between the two of you, the separation. They're wanting to breathe new life into this. And the new beginning they want is one where, you know, we put an end to the regrets and the grief. But Seven of Wands, this might have to do with having avoided listening to spirit, having avoided being patient, taking a moderate approach. But with both of these cards, I'm getting somebody trying to find peace in this. And I'm also getting, again, this death card is just really standing out to me. It might be a Scorpio, could be a Cancer, or a Sagittarius is relevant. But I'm getting dead center with this death rebirth. Like, they may have resisted healing this. Or they pushed back on listening to the leading of spirit in the past. And that's caused a lot of grief that they want to end, they want to put behind. I don't know though if this person is totally open to healing this. I am still getting there might be some lingering resistance towards healing and being patient and being spirit-led. I think their main objective is to put an end to the grief. The grief. What is your intention toward them? What is your intention toward them? Please show me for Aquarius. What is Aquarius's intention? I think you're going to work on it, okay? Some of you, Ace of Wands. All right, I'm getting a couple messages here. You may work on getting a new creative start with your business, with your line of work. Some of you working on traveling. Some of you working on a sexual union, a new beginning in a sexual union. Anything else? Anything else? What are Aquarius's intentions? Working on something that is passionate, okay? But you might be between two options or two locations, or you might go back and forth about finding agreement, okay? So you could be actually negotiating some change in your life and trying to make adjustments to a situation where I don't know if you're in total agreement, okay, about wish fulfillment. And it might have to do with a soulmate. But it looks like you are kind of hoping that the fates are going to bless you. You're kind of wishing upon a star here that perhaps you can heal the disagreements. And if you can't, maybe learn some lessons from this soulmate. But in the meantime, you know, some of you are moving, traveling, embarking on some creative new passionate start, or actually enjoying passion with a soulmate. It's actually a nice little message there if you think about it. So what is challenging them? What is challenging them? It looks like they are trying to get some kind of fulfillment in their life, but things are not in their control, or they feel out of control in some respect where they're not able to commit to something, or maybe they don't have the belief in committing to it. I'm also getting something here about toxic beliefs and wanting to just kind of get out of status quo and be a little bit rebellious, and, you know, having this energy of, I'm not going to be locked down or tied down to something. I'm not going to take a conventional route. And there may be a big, big karmic lesson about that. That, again, I'm hearing for a time such as this, probably you are in their life for a time such as this to help them overcome maybe some conditioning, all right? Some mental conditioning that's toxic, having to do with commitments and relationships. I mean, it looks like, honestly, it's been a major lesson for them. And they are completing it. They're completing the lesson. They're integrating the lesson. It looks like they're closing it out successfully. And the lesson has had a lot to do with maybe addictions, bondage, control issues, soul ties, toxic attachments. But again, I think the challenge for them is this very kind of almost non-committal, open-ended. And I've been talking to y'all about this. It's weird. It's almost like what I've been talking to the Aquarians about, of being mindful of committing yourself to what's being committed to you. Well, this person is dealing with they have some maybe toxic beliefs about commitment, some unhealthy beliefs on commitment, and they've just come out through a major lesson on that. I don't know. It looks like they got the memo. They could be coming out of a broken marriage or a broken commitment. And again, they're still, I don't know why. That's just, it's weird. It's like they got it, but something came out whack. I'm hearing a coping mechanism. Okay. So they got the lesson, but the way they're coping with the sober reality, again, this could have to do with Capricorn season, possibly Taurus as well, a lot of earth energy. The way that somebody is coping with the lesson is, I'm getting some kind of maladaptation, maladjustment. They have not yet learned how to commit themselves to higher level, higher consciousness commitments. And now I'm starting to see some dovetailing as to why this person is in your life and why you are in their life, because actually both of you are learning how to commit yourself to worthwhile commitments. This person almost seems like, yeah, I'm just not going to commit to anybody. Well, that's, you know, you're lying to yourself, right? I've said this in previous readings. This is somebody who thinks that you can avoid commitment in this 3D realm. You cannot. because you're just going to commit yourself to being uncommitted. So there's a commitment right there. And that's like, what do you call that? What's the word for that? I can't think of the word, and hopefully it'll come to me later, but it's an oxymoron. There it is. It's an oxymoron, okay? You contradict yourself, right? So this person's got to figure that out. That, you know, your response to this lesson is, well, I'm just not going to commit to anything. Wrong. You're going to commit to something. The lesson now, right? Because with the world, we close something out, we end something to get a new beginning. What's a new beginning? I would venture to guess the new beginning is, oh, okay, now we're going to get a lesson on what are you committing yourself to? Because now you think that you can just choose not to commit. No, you're committing. What are you committing to? That's their challenge. How about you? What is your challenge? What is Aquarius's challenge? What is Aquarius's challenge? Ah, we got a jumper here. 7 of Wands. They got it as well. Okay, so I don't know. Are you pushing back now? Are you resisting something? Like, and I'm kind of getting this, somebody, like, I don't know why I'm seeing somebody pointing a gun at this. To hell with that. You guys should show up here with no commitment. Well, I got a gun and some bullets for that approach. The hell you say? This is very Mars energy too. It's very aggressive. Sexual energy as well. I don't know if you want to open up sexually to this, Aquarius. I don't know if you're about that life, right? Queen of Cups. This is maybe making you feel emotionally insecure, because there we are again with 5 of Swords. There where you want to heal the disagreement. You want to get on the same page, but if you can't, this does not make you feel very secure. And wow, there's your karma, okay? There's your karma, and it has to do with these love prospects. I do think this is more of a love reading. Weeks prior, it seems like it's been family showing up. Gonna be real with you, okay? But it looks like it's shifting out of this where you're starting to focus more on these romantic relationships. And there is some karmic lesson having to do with the romantic offers that are coming in, and you going after what's fair and balanced and just. And you making, again, a very conscious effort to sow into something that you actually want to reap. But are you ever going to get what you want out of this dynamic? Because if you can't get on the same page, I can see you getting very emotionally defensive and saying, whoa, hold up, wait a second, honey. This is moving in the wrong direction. I do not want to put in on this. You know, a lot of times that Queen of Cups in reverse reads as a woman who is codependent. I don't know, though, if you're being codependent here, actually. I think that you're pushing back on this, and you are advocating for fairness and justice and healthy interdependency in your relationships. But it might come through you recognizing that this person actually is just maybe going to emotionally drain you and not replenish you, because they're not going to, you know, they've got their own little karmic lesson to deal with. Which I don't think is making you feel emotionally secure. You can't seem to find agreement in terms of what's being offered romantically. They might come in and charm you. I'm going to say it started off really good, but it's almost like you're back where you left off with this person. And there's got to be some healing here with that Temperance card, and maybe slow it down a bit, okay? Because I don't know if things are going quite the way that you want them to go. Let me see if I can get some. I'm actually going to pull romantic advice. And I will pull love advice in general if this is not a romantic reading. But real quick, before I forget, I need to tell you that if you want more tarot content from me, it's over to Etsy, and you can order private readings over there as well, in addition to on-demand pay-per-view content that's affordably priced. And I'm uploading new stuff all the time, lots of other goodies on there as well. And another place you could go if you want to get a private reading is to my website, crownones.weebly.com. I will have the links down below for those of you who are interested. And for those of you who are just like, hey, I just need the free stuff right now, and you want more readings that are free, you can visit my other channel, The Crowned Life, here on YouTube, where I go live every new moon and full moon, so make sure to subscribe. What is the advice here for Aquarius in this dynamic, if it is romantic? What is the romantic advice for Aquarius with this person? You're learning through each other is really what I'm getting. It's codependency. I told you, okay? Addictions are affecting your romantic life. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know that it could be you. It's a general reading, okay? But I think I think many of you have done the self-awareness healing work. You are trying to be mindful about healthy interdependence. This person is not where you're at on this understanding, okay? And unfortunately, if you step up to the table and you take a risk on this person, which I saw, and you try to put your feelings into this person because you feel like you're missing them, or you want to seek them for comfort and sense of belonging, which you know is so important for us. But then they don't replenish you and what you're pouring out to them. That's when things start getting toxic and unhealthy, which is what I'm seeing over here. And that's when you have to pull your energy back in and say, oh, wait a second. I just poured out to you. I need you to match my energy. I need you to match my effort. I need you to share sacrifice. Oh, you don't want to commit to that? Oh, I'm sorry. I can't commit myself to what's not committed to me, because that would be codependent. And I already got that lesson, the t-shirt, and I'm done with it. So we're going to have an equitable relationship where you put this in the reverse and break free of that and put this in the upright, or I'm going to have to take my cup elsewhere, honey. Wedding. Well, again, some of you learned this through a marriage that crashed, a commitment that didn't take off. Some of you are dealing with somebody else who is still in a commitment, and that's why they're uncommitted to you. Maybe they are dealing with a broken marriage, in the middle of trying to finalize a divorce. Therefore, they cannot completely commit themselves to you at this time. Emotionally, they may want to, but legally, they cannot. Deep stuff. Some of you also, I'm going to put this out there that, you know, I hate to say this, I really do. But on their end, they might be somebody who there's sexual attraction, there's physical attraction, I definitely saw with them. They enjoy you, they enjoy your company. There's chemistry. Your presence is very healing to them. You're definitely a powerful, transformative energy in their life. But their beliefs on who they need to marry, in some respect, you're not that square peg to fit in that square hole, okay? Again, they have beliefs on who they're gonna be married to, and despite all your goodness, you don't make the cut in some respect. I don't know. You know, it could be an age difference. It could be, again, the family, the friends. This is not who society, their peer groups, their family would accept as somebody marrying into the family. And for that reason, they can't open up to committing to you at that level because they really like you, but oh, wait a second, this is not somebody I can, and you know, I can marry. This is not somebody that's not going to go well for where I want to go with my life at this point. Again, it could be that it's the friends and family are okay with you, but you're at different ages, stages in life. They're ready to settle down. You're already done with that. You're not going to do it. Okay. There's some kind of maybe misalignment here, or their beliefs or whatever. Deep message. Listen with your heart. Consider your foundation. The heart of the matter. Well, I saw some energy on your end where, you know, maybe you're not listening, okay? Maybe there is some impatience. And actually I saw that in another reading that I did. That's going to be in the reading for Spirit-led week ahead for the 18th of December, okay? So if you haven't seen it already, it's coming up. But I saw that there's some energy, I think, of you, you or someone around you not listening to the leading of Spirit and the signs and the signals. You are listening to what is being said to you, but you need to listen with a loving heart, okay? If you did get angry with this person, I don't know, perhaps there needs to be a softening of that or reconciling. And I've been saying there's got to be some heart-to-hearts here and really looking at the core issue, what's really going on. There's more going on than what meets the eye. Recognize what this is all about. And it might be, again, why were the two of you brought together? There's some kind of karmic lesson or soul tie. Consider your foundation. You're being asked to look at how committed you are to love. Wow, is this a commitment issue all over again? Can you really put roots down with this person? Can you grow with this person? And if not, why? And again, some of you may be looking at having feelings for someone that perhaps love has not been the priority for you or them. Perhaps the priority is money or what other people think or status, but it's not really following the heart. It's not doing, just loving somebody, right? I'm just going to say on a personal note, I've been shocked and astounded to see how many people they don't care about love. They will dismiss love if it costs them, right? If their friends and family don't like the person, they'll walk away from love. It's very sad, but we're living in a world where love has not been prioritized. People are willing to walk away from love in order to maintain their status, maintain their reputation. A lot of people, their hearts are not in alignment. So ask yourself, are you willing to love somebody if that doesn't really pay the bills? If it's not what you had idealized as a commitment, right? Because let's say, for example, there's an age difference. There's something that they're offering you that is just not quite what you had envisioned for yourself, yet there's love between you. Are you willing to walk away from it? Because it's not what you, right? I know a guy who was in his 30s and he had this idea of Miss Perfect that never came along, and that's why he had never settled down, and he didn't have a family by 30, and he was brokenhearted about it, and he kept believing and wishing upon the star that God was going to auto-magically bring this perfect person in that never showed up. And actually people kept showing up for him, but he kept walking away from these women, these offers, these women wanted to settle down, but he kept finding something. Oh, they're too short, or they're too this or too that, or blah blah blah, you know, always finding something wrong with them. They never measured up to his idea of perfect and, you know, marriage quality. People that he wanted to introduce to friends and family, like, look at me, look what I've found, look at what I have. And because of that, he kept finding himself alone and feeling like, well, God just hasn't sent the one in for me. I don't know why I'm having to go this alone. No, God keeps sending you people to love in their imperfect state, with the humility that you are also imperfect. We're all imperfect. And how do we love one another in this imperfection? How do we do this? And I believe that what God was showing him was that his priority was not love. His priority was having somebody that he could, you know, like a trophy wife. He was being shown something about himself, and also being shown back to this, what are you willing? Look at how you are committed, how committed you are to love. He was not committed to love. He was willing to pay with his loneliness to get the trophy wife. If he couldn't get the trophy wife, he would rather be alone than to love. And God was showing him that painfully. I had to go on that rant and put it out there for somebody. I hope that y'all got something good out of it, gleaned some wisdom, and please know I'm wishing you all the best. Be blessed.